I actually think they're all bad. I can't bring any to mind right now, but they're all pretty awful.
I can't even think of one.
Do you like lawyer jokes generally? Do you find them funny at all or offensive?
No, I don't find them offensive. I always find them funny. I don't find them memorable, obviously.
Well, generally, I don't know too many lawyer jokes because I don't spread them around and I'm not a big fan of lawyer jokes. But I do think that we're easy targets, and most of the time that's because we're our own worst enemies.
Lawyer jokes. I don't think I know any lawyer jokes in English, so the ones I know are in Spanish, and you guys probably wouldn't translate. They would get lost on the translation.
Aha, okay. Well, we'll give you a pass on that one.
That works.
This is going to be another dull one coming at you. I don't, because I don't watch the TV court shows.
The ones that I can think of that are on air today, I cannot relate to. If I had to pick, it'd be Marilyn Milieu, I think her name is, just because she's a female and quick. But I don't find any of them to be what I'd aspire to be as a judge.
Like Judge Judy, Judge Mathis?
No, it's too much of a television show, all of them. I mean, they put on a little show. They don't really act as a jurist.
Do they give the profession a bad name?
No, because I think everybody gets that it's entertainment. It's not real law.
I sort of like Judge Judy. I generally don't watch the judge shows because when you do law for a living, the last thing you want to do is come home and watch judge or lawyer shows because they're not very accurate. But Judge Judy, she's a person who's no nonsense, who likes to get to the bottom of things, and I appreciate that in a judge and would most relate to her in my practice.
You think those shows give lawyers and judges a bad rap? Do you think that they affect the reputation at all of lawyers?
I do think that it influences the way people think about judges and the way they think about lawyers, but sometimes because that's no nonsense, what you see there is not what really actually happens in a courtroom.
I like the judge of the People's Court just because she has that fiery Hispanic personality that I can relate to being Hispanic.
I'm a military history buff, and I've read the opening statement and the closing arguments of Supreme Court Justice Jackson. So I think the war crime tribunals as prosecutor in Europe following World War II.
Probably Brown versus Board of Education, which was a civil rights case like the ones you mentioned, but had to do with integrating public schools rather than abortion rights and whatnot.
Brown versus Board of Education, and that's a civil rights case where it was determined basically the desegregation of the school system, and I think that has been a monumental case in history that has been the foundation of the civil rights movement, and that would be my most important case.
Ooh, that's a difficult one. There's a lot of different cases that I would like to work in. I think I like the civil rights cases just because they open door for so many people, and there's several of those in the 50s, 60s, so basically those.
I have to say, thinking about that, I've seen an entire barnyard full of metaphorical animals. I've seen eagles, I've seen serpents, and I've seen everything in between. I honestly don't believe I could. I think the profession is too diverse to pick one animal. Most of them are I think the most likely would be a land creature, though. Wouldn't be a shark. Wouldn't be a fish.
I think that lawyers are far more like monkeys than sharks. They're inquisitive, creative. They are adaptable and oftentimes comical, easy to make fun of, and they can get in a hell of a lot of trouble when they're not careful.
Now, don't monkeys also throw feces? Is there any symbolism there?
Only certain members of the bar.
I think the shark thing is not an appropriate metaphor or analogy because sharks are a predatory animal that feed on innocent victims. I would like to see myself more as a protector of people, maybe a lion or a lioness who is able to advance the rights of other people.
I protect people, so I guess I would have to protect from sharks. I don't consider myself a shark, so either a bear or a dolphin, because those two animals tend to be very protective of